And the Tigers kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Razorbacks offense will get first crack at it here. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more, and there's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, Dave.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. You can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Back to pass, it's Henry. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
How nice is it as a play caller on a critical third down in a pretty obvious passing situation when you've got a guy like this that can just take off and go get you the first down, right? There's no panic. Nothing's open downfield. Great job in coverage, but that's not a problem because I just know it's like backyard football again growing up as a kid. He just takes off. He's a better athlete than anybody you've got, and he gets the first down.
Guys, when you think about Arkansas, they're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason, fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So it's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix them with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe. And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces.
Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Razorbacks! A great catch and run for 6. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country. But you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19 into the red zone. It'll be first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tough run here. It's Arrington. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Drops back, it's Henry. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They've got him corralled.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through 1 quarter of play. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. Fresh set of downs going up top. Back's got it on the screen. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go
right down the boulevard. Tap. Into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the...
Snags it, and there's running room. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And the fan bases in the South, they're pretty crazy. They're pretty psychotic. They follow recruiting. They follow the transfer portal. And they've been following this cat right here. Like, big-time receiver, joining this league, joining your team. Expectations, Palmer, they're high. And you see why on that play. Dude's got some skill.
Yeah.
Headed to the end zone. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas. His third touchdown of his game and his third on the season.
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Changing the routes with his receivers. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Rush is on. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Watkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking downfield, it's Henry. Finds his man. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Looking to throw again. Back's got it on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And about the only thing good that happened on that last pass for the offense, completion percentage went up. Third down got longer. Fires on the move. Right side, it's Burke. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfect.
Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Wideout trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Rush right in his face. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Maybe you just try to drive it in. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Razorbacks. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they...
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work out throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen.